wasn't very keen. He didn't think it'd be much an advantage. He regarded Adonolfi as a light heavyweight, and he said, can you sort me out an American? But this fellow from the deep south doesn't seem to have made much impression at all. The fight he had with Shavers, by the way, was on the United States aircraft carrier Yorktown at Charleston, which is now a tourist attraction. Most unlikely, isn't it? There it is. Now you know why they call him Smiley. He obviously never smiles. Well, he's getting the earful of treatment there from manager Don White. So round 3. Really, we don't want to get back into the old, often lethargic Joe Bugner, just when he was hitting the high spots, as it were, knocking out Nino Dennis and defeating Winston Allen and Eddie Nielsen. Maybe the American is responding a bit to the pushing from the manager. I don't know how you would describe Sutton's style, except messy, and not the sort of opponent to make Bugner look at his brightest. You're always wondering what's going to happen if the fight goes quite a few rounds, really, whether Bugner's going to start blowing a bit and slowing down. Hard to take a few years off in this business and come back and remain in top shape the whole time. The mind makes appointments, really, that the body can't keep. Well, what do you know about this? The crowd cheering the American on, anything for a bit of action. Not a change of expression at all from Sutton. Looks as though Bugner really is getting a bit annoyed that Sutton's ignoring his punches so far and having the temerity to come back. I wonder what will happen if he ever catches Bugner with one of those swinging left hands. Well, the crowd's becoming very quickly on Sutton's side at the end of round 3. Referee Mike Jacobs sorted out the scorecard there, 10 points per round, of course. And he has handled now 6 world championships, this referee, but I should imagine he can see the difference. And the whistling there is obviously for the rounds board lady. And that's not any kind of makeup that they're putting on Bugner, by the way. That's a traditional little grease around the eyes to stop the chafing of the gloves a bit. There you are. No chance of Smiley smiling, and in pops the gum shield. Invented, that was, by a dentist in Notting Hill, and it was first worn by the great Ted Kidlois right back in the early 20s and in the First World War.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Round 4. Bugner out for work early, and Sutton needing time to come out. Remember, the Americans are used to this 10-second buzzer. We still don't have that in Britain to get them off the stool, or the 5-second buzzer. Bugner's really beginning to say, what's this bloke up to? He's just pushing and shoving and being awkward, and he's also absorbing my best punches. Well, there's one that got through the swing that he's been promising. Luckily, he blocked it with his forehead, really. Bugner getting into the face-pulling act and saying, I'm enjoying that, mate, and keeping his head out of the way, really, because when Sutton comes in, it can be a little bit dangerous with the head clashes. So the left swing is the only punch that Sutton has got in his armoury. Now he's doing a little bit of dancing now to say, well, to Bugner, I'm giving a couple of stone away to you, but it doesn't matter. And this is the question we'd all ask now, is as the fight goes on, whether Bugner, in fact, will run out of gas. That was his strong point, really. At one time, he was a good stayer. Only 5 opponents from 66 have ever had him down, and that did not include Muhammad Ali in 2 fights, one for the World Championship. A minute gone then in this round. Bugner using the ropes to his advantage there, using them almost in a catapult fashion, really. It's illegal if it's not too noticeable. The referee would stop him doing that, but he's just half using it. Well, that was a livelier round with Mr. Sutton still got this lovely nonchalant stroll back to the corner as though he's going in to dismiss the office cares. They're putting the ice pack there on Sutton's right eye or right cheek.